Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point. First things first, we're going to jump into our personnel and do our level ups. We've got Felix and Maria who are both going to get call signs. For Felix, he's looking to be kind of beefy as he moves along. So I think we'll call him Tartarus. There we go, God of the Deep Abyss. As for Maria, we're going to call her Nyx, Goddess of the Night, and I'm going to be keeping this this general theme. Now, for a lot of people, the question mark is going to fall on what is a god or goddess in terms of names. Basically, if I pick it, it's going to count. So there may be some like lesser titans and things like that you might not strictly call gods and goddesses, but they'll at least fit into the general mythological, classical, or expanded pantheons. So there should be enough reason to justify them being there. We also actually have to do all the actual skills. So Hilda, you're going to get dash. That's nice and straightforward. And we are going to give you this, but we don't need to do it right this second because we don't have any melee weapons to give you. So it'll be nice when it comes in. I don't want to spend the extra points just yet because they're kind of important, especially when we take account of things like Farsighted. Now, over here, Farsighted, Quarterback, and Biochemist, I'm really tempted to turn Maria into a combination sniper. I think this is going to work quite well with the additional willpower and perception range. This is going to give us a mobile sniper. We are going to have to make a sniper rifle, of course, but it's a smart move just to make sure that that we've got at least one who will be doing that. And so on that thought, we're going colour 3 for these. There we go. In your colours. And Felix over here is going to become a heavy when he gets to that point. He's not quite got enough points available, but he will become a heavy. And in fact, it probably would have been more logical for me to do him first. But we'll get there by just running more missions. And speaking of more missions, I think it's time we do the against the mission. Against the mist mission for Synedrian. So we'll send the team up and get them cracking on that. Scavenging party of the Synedrian have recovered one of our small aircraft, the Manticore. It'll serve you better than it'll serve us. In the spirit of friendship, we're willing to donate it to the Phoenix Project. We invite you to attend a celebration where the aircraft will be ceremonially presented to our mutual success and safer skies for all. The gift, definitely cool. Definitely want to do this. I might not take everyone on this mission. I don't know. I was thinking that last time it was kind of nasty, and if we just take a heavy and jet jump our way through, it might be easier. It might also end up cheesing the mission, so I'm going to think about that. We've got 15 days to decide what we want to do, but this is going to kickstart the Festering Skies DLC, so we don't want to do it just yet. Mist Repeller technology could change the course of the war against the Pandora virus. It could even make kind of peace possible, but testing the tech is dangerous and the labs frequently come under attack. Sure, we can eliminate the hostiles. Any items on the battlefield will be recovered. So let's just go in. Defending our science buddies while they work on air fresheners. What could be better? What could be better? Okay, having a look around, I don't see anything immediately nasty. Obviously the mist repellers are there, but we don't need to protect them. We need to secure the area. So that means we can have a look around and see what we've got. Oi, look! They've got guns! They've got actual legitimate guns now! My word. How times have changed. How times have changed. Okay, well, given they've got guns, We want to get into a position where we can shoot them, but they can't shoot us.
Let's make this happen!
And some of that is going to be like setting up for them coming along and, you know, basically the normal prep is what we're going for. We might even be able to get a shot off with Millie. Let's have a look and see what's the accuracy of the... The accuracy is not going to be bad. Yeah, we will totally do this. Quick aim. I would much rather get the guy at the back, but you know, if we have to shoot through the guy in front to get to him, then so be it. Don't miss. In the leg. Leg is fine. I'll slow him down. So, who else are we gonna put in? Hilda, it's not really a good angle. That's okay for shooting. That's okay for shooting. Yeah, I think we're sort of going to be looking at
standing by,
getting into janky positions and letting them come to us. For want of a better way of describing it. Let's pull our heavy across to here. And Tartarus, what are we going to do with you? I kind of want to deal with these guys coming forwards before we do anything fancy. Let's bring you in here. And what I might do is I might just overwatch in case they happen to get far enough forwards. And Nix, you could do the same. I don't think we're really going to get any shots off at them, but just cover our bases. Oh, then again, they might walk. Yeah, I mean, he stayed nicely behind cover. That's what he's done. You've not got a gun, so you're not as scary as you could be. But you are obviously a bit closer than I would like. I want this guy to step nicely in the open, but he's going to go up and over. So maybe you're going to soak all of the Overwatch fire. Ooh, in his face. You know what? I'll take it. That's pretty decent in terms of Overwatch. Doesn't know what to do. Doesn't have a head anymore. I don't think there's going to be any Synedrian defenders on this one. The more of these guys that leave themselves in the open, the better for us. So, let's have a think. This guy over on the side, that is not a good angle. I need someone else to go after him. Can you see him? Not from where you are. If you step in a bit, you can, but then you're going to have other difficulties.
I'm here.
How about Hilda? You can. We could get rid of the arm. So hypothetically, and this is hypothetically, if we get rid of the arm, you can still do your spit ahead. So really, we want someone to move in and take this guy out properly. And that's going to mean getting a decent angle on him.
What's our plan?
Over on this side. How can you not... I suppose he's probably properly guarded, isn't he? That's fine. We could do another Overwatch with you. Just doesn't feel very efficient is all. Much like this. Maybe going after the arm is the smart move. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to step across two. We'll snipe the arm. We don't need to quick aim this.
Let me see.
Don't think we're really going to get much more out of it. Okay, we're going to shoot the leg instead. Did not see that coming. So pretty much anyone can finish this off, but I'll try and finish it off just with the pistol.
Zooming in.
No.
Target
Okay,
missed.
try again. Because this can save someone else moving in. Or save us exposing someone else to get this done. Oh, that's a real shame. Fine.
Finger on the trigger.
Can we back you back out the way?
I can do this.
Ready to engage.
Okay. Not the way I wanted to do it, but it'll do. We got this guy and that guy and potentially the one with the gun coming through. Let's set up a barrage of Overwatch fire. Really like to get a shot on this one so that he's done, but I don't see that happening. If we step across, we could get a shot on the other guy. I think if I'm going to do that, let's
Looking
shoot
for
from
an
here
angle.
first. That did not take out the pincer in the way that I wanted. That pincer must be nearly gone. Oh, 4 left. 4 left, okay.
Channel open.
Okay. Pincer gone.
Targeting.
And that's stopped him completely. So he is no longer a threat. He's bleeding out 20. He's going to run away. So we can do other fun things now. Like get a snipey based Overwatch to here. Kind of feel like we should have another Overwatch on you just in case. Let's do it like this actually.
Got this covered.
And last but by no means least, heavy.
Covering.
And I think that's going to do for now. Ah, the door's gone. It's fine. So one of our Overwatches isn't really going to be useful. He's got his own Overwatch set up. But it's only one of the Overwatches that isn't going to be useful. Yeah, you run away, mate. We're not going to get any extra experience for killing these guys. We can change the weighting of the experience amongst our team by getting different people to do different actions. And that's not necessarily a bad idea, but there's no urgency for us to run him down. That Overwatch is potentially worrying. Let's open the door. You're not in a position to shoot at him. You are,
Acquiring
however.
targets.
Can't return fire if you're dead, can ya?
What's the plan?
The plan is for you to, like, kill this guy, but I don't see that happening. Really, I should have stepped away from the wall
acquire
rather than
targets.
stepping in. It would have been a much more sensible choice there. Okay, let's check, see what he's got. Might be, yeah. Again, shooting the pincer is the smart move because it will get rid of the pincer, and then this guy can't attack. Let's wait until he turns it sideways again slightly, so it's a bit bigger of a target.
Looks dangerous.
We can get back into cover. Alright, so this guy is a threat.
Ready.
We can Overwatch to there, but that's not enough to get him. He does have a gun, so he might shoot at us. You can get proper Overwatch, so do that. You're close enough that we can get a shot on him. I'm worried that this guy's going to try and
Ready for
run
action.
across. Yeah, damage on the shield. It's not really much use to us.
Channel open.
Okay, more snipers down at this guy for when he
Got this
steps
covered.
out.
Ready, willing, and able.
And then it's just, what do I want to do with you? Can we
Ready?
move you back out the way? No, we
Ready.
can't. Maybe we do step in and keep this as cover between us. I assume that this is blocking line of sight properly. It's quite an assumption. And also, if we step forwards, we're going to be putting ourselves in harm's way to do that. But we could step across to here and get a shot off.
Finger on the trigger.
Yeah, not much use that. Go back to where you were. I don't like having that many people in such an exposed position. Right. He's running away, that's good. I was worried he was going to come across our line of fire and trigger all the Overwatch. Whereas this guy is actually stepping out, so everyone is going to go to town on him. There he goes. Hello. I do like how they're taking their time to come at us one at a time. It is making this a lot more manageable. He says, just before they change. Hey!
Oh!
Alright. You're gonna die. Oh, and he's throwing mist out as well. It's just rude. Ow!
Medic!
Right. Yeah, we've got a problem.
Huh? Standing by. Standing by.
I think.
I can do this.
Get
Incoming,
a little bit closer.
incoming.
What's this guy got? Does he have Pain Chameleon? He does. So let's
Attempting
snipe him
to
in
acquire
the
target.
torso. Oh, look at that. We can't quite. It's fine. We can get one space closer
Attempting to
and snipe him
reposition.
in the torso. It's not really what I want to do, but it will stop the Pain Chameleon. And then we can get someone else to actually, like, shoot him
Looking
up a
for
lot.
an angle.
Yeah, that's totally an angle that's going to work. So, 20 bleed, 14 health left. He's going to die. That's nice. We've got to kill this guy, though. That is, like, an absolute must. Because otherwise he is going to step round and shoot us.
Ready, willing, and able.
If I get to here, we can snipe at him.
Ready to fire.
That evolved pincer is going to last. But it might still be the smart move if that's all he's got in terms of weaponry. It is all he's got in terms of weaponry, so we are going to shoot the pincer.
Ready to engage.
Let's strip off some armor from it first if we can.
Missed by this much.
I'm not
Firing
calling it a
target.
miss, I'm calling that exactly what we wanted to do. Disarming your opponents. Quite literally, because we're taking the arms off them. Right.
Online.
Do we want to jump and smack? I don't think it's really worthwhile.
Be
Let's
right there.
step in a bit closer here so we can do something next turn, maybe.
Channel open.
Over on this side, I think it's an okay time for us to have a scout in.
Targeting.
We could try and distribute some of the experience a little bit better, but you're already rank 4, so we don't really need to do that.
Repositioning.
Let's move up to here.
Prioritizing speed.
I know it's away from the rest of the team, but as part of our strategy to secure the area, we're going to have to scout out properly.
Sprinting.
We'll move Elky in as a bit of backup. I like that. So he bleeds out. He's running away. And following his friend who's also leaving. So now there's potential incentive for us to chase them down, because I do think it's only those three. If we chase them down, we can end it faster and save our people some tiredness. So that then becomes
Ready to fire.
worthwhile. Okay, it's not the worst.
Heading out.
Attempting to acquire target.
You got a potential snipe on him. Yeah, go for the carapace. He's bleeding out more. We can pick him off definitely.
Looks dangerous.
Get out of the mist though. And the rest of you, I kind of just want to leave you to rest, because you're not going to do much
Standing by.
more useful. Let's get Elky out, because Elky could jump next turn and maybe smack him upside the head. But this one's going to get out, I think. The others, however, should die horribly. Of course, I've gone and put you directly behind there. That is not somewhere you're going to be able to jump from. So yeah, you're not gonna do anything useful. Let's dash
Yes, for
in
the wicked.
and dash in, so we have a pretty much straight line
can
on this
do it.
guy. He's cunningly positioned himself so that his shield is providing some cover. But he's going to bleed out next turn, so that's fine. Let's let him bleed out. They bleed out, and this guy is actually just sitting in the corner. That is not what I was expecting. I thought he was going to exit the map. He's bleeding, so it's going to take him out eventually, but we kind of need to do it a bit faster. Let's jump in, try and get some eyes on him. With our least observant person, of course, because that's how we roll. In fact, this is a really good time for me
I'm
to
prepared.
look at what we've got. Your health
Ready,
is fine, your
willing,
health
able.
is fine, your health is fine. Yeah, everyone's health is fine. Except you, sort of. We should get you healed.
Resting up a bit. Need a better position.
Alright, we can see him. He's still got lots of health left.
Ready for action.
Let's take Elky in as close as we can.
Yes.
And get to here. There's no point in us pursuing any further. Oh, he did actually leave. Alright. He just decided he was going to hide on the map for a while. Disarming your enemy is an effective technique. And we have our next level up. Hooray.
I'm glad you decided to help us. But I hope both the Phoenix Project and the Polyphonic Tendency can at least recognize that these attacks on the Mist Repellers aren't a coincidence. Somehow, the Pandora virus is defending its strategic interests. Tell me, do you think we can really coexist with something like that?
Well, even if it's challenging, this approach is worth pursuing further.
That's what Zara said too. Very well. I hope I'm wrong.
So Sanhedrin like us a little bit more because of that. Did cost us a little bit on materials, but we got plenty from it. And they're now supportive. So we can see where all their havens are. This is actually pretty big because this is going to give us access to other, I say other areas of the world. Not really. It's given us a little bit more access into North America, but Sanhedrin is primarily South American by the looks of it. In terms of our personnel, let's hop in, and Amina, you are going to become Rhea. Goddess of Nature, also called the Mother of Gods. That'll do quite nicely. Oh, actually, we need to actually think about what we want to do in terms of cross-classing. So shotgun proficiency is really, really good with extra accuracy and extra damage. If we cross you with assault, then you'll be highly mobile and we can give you a shard gun, which will be incredibly accurate at long ranges. And I really like the sound of that. The other option is we wait and we cross-class you with an infiltrator and turn it into an even more dangerous combination. You just won't be quite as mobile. I don't know which of those I prefer. I think we're gonna hold off and we'll turn you into an infiltrator eventually. But yeah, very tough call. Okay, in terms of other people, we can do extreme focus. That's gonna spend all of the rest of our resources. I want to get Felix cross-classed with heavy sooner rather than later, so we'll save what we have. And I think the next place that we're going to be heading is going to be over to the... What do we want to do? The undefendable? It's a tough call. It's really a tough call. In terms of... Actually, I know what we want to do next. I was having a very quick look at our different base options. This base over here has a research station already, and this is only going to cost us 360 to activate. So we're gonna get that on the go right now. We'll get the various facilities repairing. Oh, it's gonna cost a lot, but it's going to be kind of necessary. Well, we can leave the living quarters for now. We can leave the vehicle bay. But having the research lab straight away for only the cost of an energy generator is not bad. We're going to need to do some trading. So while we're here, food for materials, and I think we're gonna head up and do this before we run out of time for it. Trading along the way. No, actually, we don't... Yeah, I don't want to trade tech so much. It's going to take 100 and 250. We can get the satellite uplink going now. I don't think it's going to disadvantage us too much. Very tough call. Right, so yeah. Could trade some more food for materials up here and then swing back down for this. It's going to make little difference to the actual engagement though. So let's send the team in. Hey! And very quickly I'll find out how much this is going to cost. Yeah, they're quite expensive. We're going to need to save up if we're going to build them rather than stealing them. That's what I'm taking away from this. It's fine. It's just all about planning. So, Subject 24 has provided us with the location of the new Jericho research facility, conducting experiments in human augmentation. Due to the secret nature of the facility, security is likely to be light. The goal is to get the research data located within the facility, and there's no need to eliminate the defending security personnel. But no need, and what actually happens, of course, you know, oh, we have to steal the actual items within this. That's fine. Let's get the team in. And this is likely to be a pretty nasty mission for us. In addition to it being on legendary difficulty, they've reworked the steel tech missions. So we're going to have to take these points and hold them for 2 turns. Right, there is a heavy over there that I really want to go. So let's start by taking him out. And then New Jericho are going to be constantly getting reinforcements as well. So the faster we take out problems, the better. I don't mind using Millie for this because Millie's already in a bit of cover. But ideally we want him gone because he's going to have a Fury. Does he have a Fury missile launcher? I should have checked that first. He doesn't. So he's going to bleed out in 2 turns. We can leave him be. I've just wasted some skill points, but that's fine. Some will points, I mean. Not skill points. Let's make sure he's gone. Someone could come in and heal him.
Problem solved.
Is that a... He's dropped a Deceptor. I want to grab that before we go.
Ready,
Right,
willing,
okay,
and able.
so getting in and activating one of these straight away is probably the most important thing we can do. We're going to have to do 3 of them, but because they take time, I don't want to have people tied up not using their guns
Watch out, I'm moving in.
unnecessarily.
Target located.
Another heavy, but he's miles away. I would say he shouldn't even be alerted, but knowing what the AI is like, as soon as we shot that one, they would know where we were.
Standing by.
And as for you, I would love to bring you in and up this way, I think. I am tempted to jump you across that way, though, just to grab the
I've gotta be
gun.
quick.
But we'll get it on the way out. It's right in the open. We'll get it on the way out, he says. Obviously, famous last words.
Rolling out.
Stay properly behind cover.
Ready to fight.
Yeah, no thanks. So, we're going to be playing a little bit of Sniper Elite. Ooh, that is not going to be a good shot. Get behind proper cover. We might have to let him come closer before we do something with him.
Ready.
In terms of this sniper, what's our shot on him like? Actually, that looks really good. Bit of damage on him, bit of damage on the gun. Probably should have gone for the arm instead. Wow, that was terrible. We've got a couple more hits on his arm.
Ready for action.
But that was not a shot that
On my
anyone
way.
should be proud of. No way. Oh, okay, it was actually not on his arm. Okay, he doesn't have a sniper rifle anymore. He's still a threat. He's still got his pistol. But he is less of a problem. Yeah, we put you behind cover specifically. You honestly can't see around there. Alright. Well. Let's bring a sniper over this side.
Let's make this happen.
So you're busy. You're doing as well as you can. You know what? I will Overwatch just in case he decides to come up. So that means our heavy is who's left. Let's have a little look around here. I'm not convinced that we're going to want to do anything this way. No. Come back. It sounds like they're getting reinforcements. Ah, are they launching rockets from over there?
Injured, but
Wow, that feels unfair.
Protecting humanity.
Yeah, he's going to take a couple of pistol shots. Okay, we are done with our first research stealing bit.
heading out.
So step in.
Targeting.
Take him out. And if we dash round, we can get the next one on the go.
Homes online. I'm on the move.
Step in. And this is going to be pretty thunky. In the back. In fact, where's his lowest armor? It's going to be the legs. But if we shoot him in the arm, he'll be restricted to pistol. But he will do a lot of pistol shots. I think I'm going to want someone else to come in and finish him off anyway. So yeah, leg just to guarantee the hits. He says, not guaranteeing the hits. That's worrying. Okay, out here, we can make it round and start the third one. So these two are going to be locked up for the next 2 turns. So we do need to protect them. If I get to here, we can quick aim, take this guy out.
Confirming target. Enemy down.
Worth it. Gave us 2 back, cost us 3 to do, but so worth it. I want to start moving away from this side. Those rockets are going to be problematic. So the less opportunity they have to fling them at us, the better.
Haste.
Doesn't look like he dropped anything. Got to remember about that gun over there. As for you, he's going to run round and into there, and then maybe run in a bit further. So not that much of a threat just yet. The threat is if they come from this side. So let's step up to here and let's actually be just inside. Let's be just inside. So it's jet jumping up on top. That's not bad. Another turn and these guys will be done with their research stealing.
Standing by.
Elkie, you can come inside because we might need you to shout. When I say inside, I mean just underneath. Warcry will stop them doing their reinforcements shenanigans. Maybe I'll run you across and grab that gun. We're going to need to be over that neck of the woods anyway to extract. And speaking of actually, we're in a pretty good place here for covering lots of different angles. Obvious concerns, this guy coming across, so let's get an overwatch up there like that. But you're busy, you're kind of just waiting down here. Let's do a wide overwatch like this, just in case someone comes through
Providing
the door.
overwatch.
Protecting humanity. Time to wreck.
Heading to the shot.
That's an optimistic shot. That's hilarious, but not good for me. Okay, time to leave. Very much time to leave.
Standing by.
If you do a war cry, everyone nearby is going to get hit by it. So do that. 0 will points, but we can start you on your way
I
out.
have to move.
You've got 3, so we can do a dash, or we can save it for next turn when you're probably going to need it. Now that heavy isn't a concern, because he doesn't have enough oomph. He doesn't have enough action points to do anything dangerous. That sniper is potentially worrying, but I don't think he's going to get in position to do any actual shots on us. Especially not if we step behind here, because if he runs across... No, he's not going to be able to shoot Maria. We could step in and get a quick aim on him.
Bad feeling about this.
Well, we destroyed his sniper rifle, which is probably the biggest concern of him. We've already grabbed stuff with you, so let's start moving you back towards the exit. And the heavy has already done the shout, so come here and,
No time
and
to
block
waste.
the snipe. Well, not the snipe, but any pistol shots that are going to go off. So you're running in because you really want to shoot us with the pistol. He's been war cried, but he's still got rockets. Damn it. That is very painful. Okay, no time to waste. You are going to double dash out. We'll do healing another time.
I'll keep going. Attempting to reposition.
No choice but to keep going.
You're not quite going to make it out this turn. But that's fine, because you should survive at least the turn.
Ready for action.
Can't do a war cry, unfortunately.
Comms online.
2 move won't get you out. But it will get us quite far. And this guy's not going to hit the broadside of a barn. So, question is, do we shoot at anyone? Let's try and move these guys out first. You can actually make it out. That is not quite out. Let's dash first, just to make sure it actually happens. There we go. Felix, you do not have the action points to do the exit stage left, but we can get you part way. I'm worried that you're going to get pistoled. So we might have to stand our heavy in the way just as a blocker.
Comms online. I've got to be quick.
And hope we don't get rocketed again, because really that's the biggest concern. Okay, so it's worth us doing a snipe at you.
Zooming in.
Just to discourage you from, you know, doing anything. Not very discouraging. That's what I learned there. Too little, too late, New Jericho. Too little, too late. I think we're going to be able to get everyone out this turn. And it is going to be pretty tight. Okay, step into here.
Ready for action. You'll need this.
Let's do a little bit of medding so we're ready for the next mission. Out. 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 And look at that. Out. Oh, that was not fun. That was not fun. So, tech stealing missions, definitely not something that I really want to do again unless we absolutely have to. That's a lot harder, at least until we're in a position to just murder everything on the board.
Rastas Aposta Bakiri. It is right to be taught even by an enemy, even if they are cowards and traitors. The research we obtained is more than a set of upgrades. It is the first step in reclaiming the planet. Humanity will be born again, and this time, the pure will show the path.
So, New Jericho don't like us. That's not surprising. That took pretty much everything that we had, but we have ended up at least with a gun and some ammo for it, so it's not completely terrible. With the extra accuracy, I'm really tempted for this to be part of our regular loadout. It is quite the stretch, though. I'm sure we'll make it work. The other option is we could start reverse engineering it, but I think this is going to be more useful in the field right now. In fact, having a very quick look at it, its effective range is 14. It's only 3 tiles more than this, but that's still quite a significant difference. In terms of other people, we can give you this now, which I don't think is a terrible plan. Felix will do well with it. And we still can't get Felix doing his multi-classing. Maria, you can't do that. Oh, you can get extreme focus. But I think I would rather wait until we can get quick aim. Yeah. We're going to cross-class you into stealth. I think that's what we were going to do, wasn't it? Or was it melee? No, it wasn't me. In fact, it might even end up being both of them. There's certainly something to be said about a stealth bombardier. And you can get that, but there's no point in us doing it until we've got shotguns. Alright, I'm happy enough with what we've got. We've got some healing that we're going to need to do, and in terms of diplomacy, New Jericho aren't exactly keen on us right at this moment. But we do have more research that we can do, which is really, really good. New Jericho, that's going to go second in our list because that's going to give us some materials. Basic bionic technology, we can't really do that until well, we don't have the materials to do this, so it's not worth us spending the time on it. Speaking of materials, though, seeing as we just, stole from you, would you like to trade some food for some materials? I thought you would. Thank you ever so much. The team is a little bit beaten up and a little bit tired, but they're not too bad. What would it cost to repair the living quarters up here? Yeah, let's do that so that we've got a place to rest over here. And I think I'll move the team up and start exploring some of the sites up this way. But that's all going to be next time. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. Do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you are enjoying, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Phoenix Point. See you soon.